Hey, what's up, guys? It's Pat from PopularMMOs.com, and I'm doing a first look video for Dragon Nest. And Dragon Nest is a free fantasy MMORPG with action-style combat and anime-style graphics from Nexon. And first thing we're going to do is create a character, and these are the different classes in the game, and they are gender-locked, guys. So if that's a problem for you, then you're going to have to be stuck with a male or female character, even if you don't want it. But here we go. There's Cleric, which would be a healing type class. There's Warrior, so like a DPS or tanking type class. There's only four. There's Sorceress, so that's like a mage, magic DPS type class, and the last one is an Archer, which would be a ranged DPS class. So we'll just go with this one. And these are the character customization options. So you can change their hair, and there aren't too many different styles. There isn't a hell of a lot of options, but there's some options. So we'll go with one of these. And you can also change the color, but there's only four hair colors. And you can change the face and the skin a little bit, change the color, and the eyes. And you can actually change the outfit they're wearing, and this actually does stay. Because in a lot of games, when you go through the creation, it's just like a look at the gear in the game, but you're actually creating the outfit for the character that they're going to be wearing. So really, all there is, hair, face, eyes, and then a little outfit you create for the character. So we'll just go with this, and we'll get started. Alright, so all we got to do is click on our character and hit start, and we'll get right into it. And there are different channels in this game. So there's a bunch of different channels. So if one's really busy, you'll go to a different one. So we'll go to the one with a little less. And there's also channels for arenas, which is the PvP in the game, and there's Edge of Darkness, which is some other challenges in the game. So we'll just choose this regular one, and we'll get right into the game. So guys, there is a nice cutscene to start the game, but we're going to skip through that because we don't want to waste time on that stuff. And basically, you have to save this person, and we'll just do that. And as you can see, there's actually an action bar in this game, and the action style combat is pretty good in this game. I actually like this game. It does remind me of Invictus a little bit, but it just feels a little more fluid to me, at least. So as you can see, there's some money on the ground. You can pick up items with F, and a lot of stuff drops in this game is one thing I noticed. So if you kill a big pack of mobs, there's going to be stuff all over the ground. Your inventory is going to fill up real quickly. And you hit I to open inventory, and there really aren't that many slots. So your inventory fills up quickly. You'll have to sell stuff in town a lot. And as you can see, there's a quest right here. And quest will be an exclamation point in this game. And all you have to do is go up near them and hit Q. And one thing I noticed about this game is there's actually a bit of decent storyline in the game. So it really is worth reading through it. So some of it's, pretty funny, humorous, and I like that in a game because a lot of games you go through it and it's just really boring, so you skip through it, and that's generally what I do. But in this game, I'm actually going to suggest that you read through some of it. So basically, right now they're going to give us some quests, probably make us talk to some people. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to skip through this, and I'm sure we'll get a quest for a dungeon after a couple quests or so, and then I will show you guys that. Before I get into a dungeon, guys, one thing I wanted to mention is I really like the quest tracker in this game. If you see on the right of the screen, there's a little arrow in the direction you have to go for the quest, and I like that. It really shows you exactly where you need to go for the quest, so it's pretty useful. And one other thing worth mentioning is if you see this heart over this NPC's head, is you could actually develop like friendships with NPCs in the game, which is kind of cool. And you can give them gifts and stuff, and with a few different NPCs in each town, there'll be ones that you can start a friendship with, which is kind of cool because I haven't really seen that in many games. So guys, this is the entrance to the first dungeon, and all the dungeons are going to be looking like instances like this. And this game actually doesn't have an open world, so it's a small game world, and the game is really based around like the dungeons and the PvP in the game. So all you have to do is go into this. One of the cool things, guys, is there are different levels to the dungeons. Like you could play them in harder modes. So there's easy and normal you can start with, and you'll unlock other ones. So it's cool to be able to play them in different modes, because if it's too easy, it's not really very fun. Okay, guys, so now I'm into the dungeon, and I'll show you a little bit more combat. And right-clicking and left-clicking are going to be some of your moves, but also you do have the action bar, so it does make the combat a little bit more interesting. Also, you can dodge moves, and you can control the direction that you dodge in by tapping shift and hitting the direction you want to move in, and that's what I just did. So the game is a lot more fun because of the action style combat. And one thing I really like is this game does actually have a decent amount of PvP in it, and you can start PvPing at a low level. At level 10 you can start doing some PvP. And I have to say, I think PvP is a lot more interesting with being able to dodge moves and having to aim moves. I think it makes it a lot more fun than just normal PvP in most MMOs. One other thing I should mention, guys, is to go into stuff in the game, you have to hit control and it'll bring up your cursor. And it does have an interesting skill tree in this game, and if you look at it, it might look like a normal skill tree in most games, but other than being able to customize your character, you can also level up the skills. So you're going to be able to up the rank of the skill to improve the damage of each skill. So it's pretty cool to be able to do that just from the skill interface right there. So at the end of the dungeon there'll be a boss fight like this, and this is the first boss in the game. And I'll just show you me fighting that, because the boss fights are obviously a little bit more interesting than just fighting regular monsters. And after this is when you'll get your experience and you'll get some rewards. You also get, one interesting thing is you get to pick a treasure chest at the end, and it's random at how good of stuff you'll get out of it. So it's kind of cool to get a reward, a special reward like that, which just gives, you know, like a random chance. But it's fun because it's kind of like, you know, a little gambling in the game makes things a little more exciting. And now that I finished off this dungeon, that stuff should pop up right after this thing goes. Alright, so it pops up and shows, you know, how well you did, and I got an S, which is actually the best thing you can get in a dungeon. And right now I have to choose one of these. And depending on what kind of treasure chest it is, the gold one's obviously the best one, and of course I got the worst one. But I'll get a little reward. At least something is nice. Plus, there's lots of stuff you get from killing all the monsters anyway. My inventory gets full as it is. Anyways, guys, that's about all I want to show you for the first look. So I'll be putting up a video of the high-level features in the game. So subscribe to my channel and check out PopularMMOs.com. See you guys.